Three of the biggest AI companies now let you build your own custom AI assistant without writing a single line of code. OpenAI has Custom GPTs, Anthropic has Claude Projects, Google has Gemini Gems. They all promise the same thing. Upload your documents, write some instructions, and get a personalized AI that knows your stuff. But which one actually delivers? I built the identical assistant on all three platforms, tested them on the same tasks, and in this video I will break down exactly where each one wins, where each one falls short, and which one you should pick based on what you actually need it to do. Let us start with setup because that is your first impression of any tool. Gemini Gems wins the speed test hands down. You go to the Gemini interface, click Create a Gem, type your instructions, optionally add some context, and you are done in under 5 minutes. It is almost shockingly simple. Claude Projects is similarly straightforward. You create a project, drop in your files, write your custom instructions, and Claude is ready. The file handling is clean and the interface does not overwhelm you. Custom GPTs has the most feature-rich builder. There is a dedicated GPT builder interface where you can configure conversation starters, add custom actions, connect APIs, enable web browsing and image generation, and upload knowledge files. That power comes at the cost of more steps. A basic GPT takes about 10 minutes, but a fully configured one with custom actions can take an hour. For a quick personal assistant, Gemini or Claude wins. For a powerful tool with integrations, GPT is the only one that goes that far.
Now the knowledge base, because this is where custom assistants live or die. How much of your stuff can it actually learn? Custom GPTs lets you upload up to 20 files per GPT, with each file up to 512 megabytes. That is generous per file, but the 20 file limit means you need to consolidate your documents. PDFs, text files, and spreadsheets all work. Claude Projects approaches this differently. Instead of a file count, you get a context window of 200,000 tokens per project. That is roughly 150,000 words of reference material. For most personal projects, that is plenty, and Claude handles long documents exceptionally well. Gemini Gems is the most opaque about limits. You can add instructions and context, but the exact document upload capabilities and size caps are less clearly documented. And in my testing, it felt like the smallest knowledge base of the three. If you have a large reference library, Claude Projects is the most reliable choice. If you have many different file types, GPTs handles variety best.
Conversation quality is the real test. I gave all three the same complex persona instructions and the same knowledge base, then ran them through 20 identical questions and tasks. Here is what I found. Claude Projects had the best instruction following. When I told it to adopt a specific tone, avoid certain topics, and format responses in a particular way, Claude stuck to those rules more reliably across a long conversation. It also remembered the knowledge base content more accurately. Custom GPTs was the most versatile. It handled creative tasks, formatting requests, and multi-step reasoning well, and the ability to browse the web or generate images mid-conversation gave it an edge on complex tasks. Gemini Gems was the fastest to respond and had good baseline quality, but it occasionally drifted from my custom instructions on nuanced points and sometimes gave more generic answers than the other two. For strict, rules-based assistants, Claude wins. For versatile, multi-capability assistants, GPTs wins. For quick and casual use, Gemini is fine.
Sharing is where these three diverge significantly, and it might be the deciding factor for you. Custom GPTs has the GPT store. You can publish your assistant publicly to a marketplace where millions of ChatGPT users can discover and use it. That is genuinely powerful if you are building something others would find useful. You can also keep it private or share via direct link. Claude Projects is built for collaboration within a team. If your organization uses Claude, you can share projects with teammates through the workspace, which makes it excellent for internal company tools and shared knowledge bases. There's no public marketplace equivalent. Gemini Gems offers link sharing and private options, but does not have a discovery marketplace on the scale of the GPT store. If you want to publish an assistant for the world to use, GPTs is the clear winner. If you want to build internal tools for a team, Claude Projects is the most natural fit. For purely personal use, any of them work.
Pricing is remarkably similar across all three, so let me break it down simply. To create custom GPTs You need ChatGPT Plus at $20 per month or a team or enterprise plan. The free ChatGPT tier lets you use GPTs others have made but not create your own. To use Claude Projects, you need Claude Pro at $20 per month or a team plan. There is a free Claude tier, but it does not include projects. Gemini Gems can actually be created on the free Gemini tier for basic use, which is the most generous free entry point of the three. For the advanced model and full features, Gemini Advanced is $20 per month as part of a Google One plan, so they all land at roughly $20 a month for the full experience. The differentiator is not price. It is what you get for that $20 and which ecosystem you already live in. If you already pay for ChatGPT Plus, building GPTs costs you nothing extra. Same for Claude Pro and Gemini Advanced.
For power users, the advanced features matter a lot, and this is where Custom GPTs pulls ahead decisively. GPTs supports custom actions, which means you can connect your assistant to external APIs. It can fetch live data, trigger workflows, query databases, and actually do things rather than just talk. It also has built-in web browsing, image generation with DALL-E, and a code interpreter that can run Python. For developers and builders, this is a massive advantage. Claude Projects counters with artifacts, which lets Claude generate, display, and iterate on code, documents, and interactive content inline. Its document analysis is arguably the best in class for understanding long, complex documents. Gemini Gems leverages the Google ecosystem. If you live in Google Workspace, Gemini can pull context from your Gmail, Docs, and Drive, which is a unique advantage no competitor can match. But for raw extensibility and third-party integrations, GPTs is the clear winner.
So which one should you pick? Here is my honest recommendation by use case. If you just want a quick personal assistant for casual tasks, start with Gemini Gems. It is free to try, fast to set up, and good enough for most people. If you work with long documents, complex instructions, or need an assistant that actually follows nuanced rules, go with Claude Projects. Its instruction following and document handling are the best I tested. If you are a developer, a power user, or you want to build something you can share publicly or even monetize, Custom GPT is the only choice that gives you API integrations, the GPT store, and the deepest feature set. The truth is most people do not need all three. Pick the one that matches your use case and your existing subscription and you will be happy. But if I had to crown one overall winner for the average user right now, it would be Claude Projects for quality and Custom GPTs for power.
If this comparison helped you decide, subscribe, because I test AI tools head-to-head every single week so you do not have to. Tell me in the comments which platform you are using and what kind of assistant you built with it. I feature the most interesting ones in future videos. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.